Hello, hello, all of my chosen, beautiful, amazing people. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. So, why do I say that music is compatible to sex? It is. I want to talk about that today for anybody who doesn't know, just like I didn't know. When I started, because if I knew, I wouldn't have nutted. Okay, basically that's what it is. I'm being for real though, y'all. I'm so serious. Um, but basically, um, whenever you're putting out good music, okay, you're gonna get trailed. Or whenever you're, uh, say, for instance, a public figure or something, you're gonna get trailed. And when you notice, because that's how movies are made. That's how movies are made. That's how different ideas are, you know, made in the world. That's how different, like, everything. So, like, if you're like the source, like the energy source, the plug, where they put the plug in and everybody gets energy, everybody gets something, then of course you're gonna be sexed. Okay? So the best thing for you is just not to bust, not to nut. Okay? Um, and I say this because if you nut, then what? It's a possibility you can have a what? A baby. Okay? And you don't want to have a baby with somebody you don't know. You get what I'm saying? So, if anything, you should what? Just focus on your table and stay amazingly awesome. Okay? And, like for me, being a songwriter and this, that, and the other, you know, when you're not, when you're coming up and everything, you know, uh, that was my mindset. Like, you want to support what's already in the industry because, it's just, it's a part of the, I guess, a part of the turning table. Like, you want to support what's already there. You know what I mean? That would be like the realest thing to do. I feel like, in a sense, whether it's like dancing to a song that is already out that you like, or, supporting instrumentals from other artists that you like, and this, that, and other. But the flip side of that is people get trailed, okay? And it's bigger than trailed because, like, um, some people trail you because they like you, they think you're amazing. They're like, oh shoot, I can roll with Shouty. Or some people trail you because they're envious of you, which we're gonna try to throw that one out because we don't want that one. Envious, it shouldn't even exist. There's something special about everybody. Um, but when you're a person that doesn't understand that, that this thing is like a huge big competition. Like for me, I don't see competition. I don't look at competition. I don't see competition because competition means like you can beat me lyrically. Like you can beat me just like everything. And not and you ain't got to have no schemes, no plots because this is art. So that means you can literally uh you know lyrically just everything. Like the whole nine. You can literally sit me down with your lyrics, your instrumentals, your everything that you made. It's okay to have help, but I don't see no competition because I do everything on my own. You get what I'm saying? Like I do all of my work. And anybody that I ever do bring in my circle, I'm not going to see them as competition either because I don't look for competition to bring to my table. I look for people that are as serious about their passion that I am. I look for people that are as serious about their passion as I am about my passion, that want to work together. But at this time, I'm not looking for people. I'm just letting people apply. So if you want to apply, you can apply. Because I don't want to contact nobody who's not for sure or doesn't know or who's not. I want to know like that they want this for themselves. So that's why I'm not contacting anybody. I don't really know nobody anyway. I know of lots of people, but I don't really know nobody anyway. So that would be a personal choice. Like if somebody wants to apply for a narrating position, or a backup singer, or work on my films team, or security, or whatever. Of course, if I ever encountered you, whether you're a client or uh, a classmate or a coworker or something like that, of course, you got the talent that I need for whatever project, you the first on the line, like first on the dotted line, first on the, like literally, that's how I operate. I like to see my people grow. So, but you would have to apply for it. So, but like I said, sex is most definitely compatible to music. And the good thing about being on my team, uh, as far as the Shantae LeChey goes, you don't have to worry about competition. You don't have to worry about competing with your companions. Everybody's going and will receive the same love, treatment, affection, and all that is the next person. Just like I do my kids. When my kids go to different events or I host something, my kids are treated just like all the other kids. Although they are my children, I am working with a group of children, so they have to go by the same guidelines as everybody else has to go by, because of the simple fact that it's not just mommy and Kai and Ashley time, it's everybody time. So they have to go by the same, and it's basically like a classroom. They homeschool. So, whenever I work with other people, if they're in the classroom, then they have to go through with the same things everybody else has to go through. Follow the same. It ain't no, mommy, can I have a bigger snack or more snack, or can I get this and can I get that? No, they got to do what everybody else do. And once the program is over, then we can do our home stuff and all that good stuff. So, yeah, hold on, y'all. But what I recommend I'm back, guys. But what I recommend for any entrepreneur or, up and coming musician, well, I'm going to say entrepreneur in general, because entrepreneurship can be many fields. It can be a cook, it can be a musician, it could be a builder, it can be a whatever. What I'm recommending for anybody in the entrepreneurship field is, do not look at it as the streets. And if you've never been in the streets, or if you're not in the streets, then you won't even look at it like that anyway until you encounter something. So, because it's like a big competition. It's like, oh, who's got the best this, who's got the best that. But when you focus on your own table, you ain't worrying about who got the best this, who got the best that. You know what I mean? Like, you're just doing your own thing. And if it's just like a job. You might walk in a job, right? Like, my first management job, like, I walked in there just to, like, buy something. And I was like, oh, this looked like a good place to work and But the guy asked me, excuse me, are you looking for a job? And I was like, yeah, I think I had my resumes and stuff in my hand. I was like, yeah, I'm around looking, but I can't remember exactly what we talked about, but he was like, babe, I need you on my team, just like, it was unexpected, So confidence and leadership and all that good stuff is something that you wear, okay? It's not something you can make up. It's not something you can design. It's something you wear, okay? Because in order to keep it, you have to become friends with whoever's giving it to you, if it's not real, to keep up the image. And so, and if you're jealous of them, you're going to try to what? Basically, cross them out. And it's no need to do that. And also, with building relationships in general, I think you should definitely take it slow, one step at a time. And what I mean for that is especially with the love word. I don't tell everybody. I don't go around telling everybody I love them. That's not how I do it. I can maybe count on one hand how many people. Yeah, all I need is one hand. That's 5 fingers. How many people I ever told I love them personally in my life. And I'm sure as the time goes, that number will grow. But no. Well, I'm going to say 7. I'm going to say 7. Okay? So, and that's outside of family, Well, no, I included Kayesh in that 7. But, I mean, that's outside of, major family. So, 5 other people that weren't in my family. Oh, I love you, this, and that. Whether they were long-lost friends or, people that I were friends with. And I'm not going to say I'm still not friends with them, but, we grow, you know what I mean? People that I hung out with, I hadn't hung out with them in years. We just grow. We elevate. You understand what I'm saying? And when people elevate and they grow, we grow apart from one another. For me, I'm not going to sit where I'm not elevating. I'm not going to sit where I'm not growing. I'm not going to sit where I'm degrading myself. I'm not going to sit where I'm lowering my standards. It'll make me sick. It'll make me really sick. And I won't be able to malfunction. If I am sitting with somebody that is different than me, but is elevating me, that's a different story. But if I am sitting where I am not elevating, but rather I am, just disguising my true value and also lowering my standards, I'm not going to grow. And it makes me really, really sick. It makes me feel stagnant. Literally throwing up, everything. And so that's I don't even have to have a cold or the flu or nothing. That alone will make me sick. So I, I'm okay with taking a longer route, with anything that I do, because I understand that me not elevating and me not continuing to be amazing is a sickness itself for me. And we don't want that, you know what I mean? The God is good and life is beautiful. But yeah, so I would just say, and if you don't want to have sex in your music, and you don't even have to be talking about sex to have sex, but if you don't want to have sex in your music, stick to mainly gospel and children music, something like that, where it's happy teaching, learning, educational. That's what I'm going to say. Instead of kids, I'll say educational music, something like that. Because other than that, you are being sexed in your music. It's like sex. It's oh my God. Oh yeah, come on with the lyrics. Oh. And then when you finally notice something, it's and somebody is always paid on the sideline. Somebody close to you will be paid to make it seem like you were talking about them all along when you didn't even know that was the case. But they'll be paid. They got $1 million label behind them. They got $1 million behind them. Matter of fact, all the people that was contacting you and all the people that was cheering on for you and whatever else, they were a part of the label and this person's brand. So, just in case you noticed, it was a way to get somebody else ahead of you And that usually happens with a person when you're like too nice. It's a tactic to make you into an angry person